Hi guys. Yes, I'm here to speak about Pristine cream. After yesterday, when there's a wedding cake I had taken to Tigoni in Limuru, Kenya. For those who are maybe outside Kenya listening or watching this, so this particular wedding cake and several others that I have done, I had used a non-dairy cream. In this case, I had used a Pristine non-dairy cream. Now, my inbox, guys flooded my inbox, let me say, mostly bakers, requesting for more information regarding how I work with Pristine. I have done a video in the past demonstrating how I whip Pristine cream from scratch to the end, and I get a very stable, very firm, very well whipped cream for the cakes. Now, one of the questions I've received is, what speed do I require, or what speed do you require, does one require to whip Pristine at? Now, I will say, if you're using a hand mixer, you can start even with speed number 1, and it should sustain you to the end until the cream is okay. So if you're using a stand mixer, you could use number 1 or number 2. Okay, can I say, depending on the strength of your mixer, okay? But generally, the principles to go by is that for Pristine cream, you need to whip on medium low or medium high, depending with the power of your machine, of your mixer, okay? So considering that in mind, then now you need to know, how you're going to use your machine. Secondly, you need to whip Pristine cream, we said, on low, then for longer. Now, most of you have used other creams, say like Ambiente, Puratos, and they whip very fast, even on high speed, and the end outcome is still okay. But now with Pristine, the trick is you need to beat on medium low for longer. So you need to be a bit patient with it, and I can assure you for a fact it will come out well. So you just need to be patient, wait for it, just continue whipping, and you will get the best result. What else? Do not add icing sugar on Pristine cream. Okay, even like in Ambiente, Puratos, you don't need to add icing sugar. You whip it as is to the end till you get the right consistency. And you don't need to stabilize Pristine cream with anything. Absolutely, you don't need to stabilize it with anything. You just need to whip it properly for the length it requires, and you will get the right result. All right, another thing, Pristine cream is supposed to be chilled in a refrigerator for at least 6 hours. Okay, refrigerate for at least 6 hours. There is a big don't freeze the cream. Do not put your Pristine cream in the freezer, because in the process of absorbing in the process of the Pristine being in the freezer, it absorbs all the moisture and all that. And once you remove it to thaw, so that now you can start whipping it, then the water it had absorbed actually now is released into the cream. So now you find that you're whipping, and it's still not coming together. And at some point you keep whipping and it's still watery. So please, a big don't put Pristine in a freezer whatsoever. What you want to put in a freezer, if let's say it's an emergency cream whipping session, put your stainless bowl in the freezer. You can put that in your freezer. You can put the the beaters in the freezer, or the balloon whisk in the freezer. If you're using a stand mixer, you can put those two in the freezer. So once you've chilled your Pristine cream and you want to whip it up, now remove that bowl and the whisk and pour it in, pour the cream in, and continue whipping. So that's it. What else? So I've said you need to chill the cream in a fridge for at least 6 hours. All right. Once you remove the cream from the fridge, shake it well. shake it well, then pour and whip it. Another thing I've been asked, or from my inbox, is whether somebody can comfortably put pristine cream frosted cake in a fridge. Well, yes, for us we do, and mostly for two reasons. One, let's say the cake is going at a distance, somewhere a bit far, so I would dowel the cake. Okay, fill in the layers, frost finally, and also do the doweling, and then I put it in the fridge so that the meat of the cake, the cake and the dowel can easily attach itself. Attach to each other for stability and firmness, so that now as the cake goes, it doesn't easily move about. I hope you understand. So that's the reason why, one, we would put the cake in the fridge, not in the freezer, fridge. Say like an overnight or something, or we just finish and just load them in there to just firm up and all that. And when I say firm up, it's not firming up that of like almost frozen, like the way buttercream would, no. But there will be a sense of, there will be an extent of firmness onto the cake, even with Pristine. So just to have that in mind. Another reason why we would put our cakes frosted with Pristine in the fridge is when we want it to firm, and then maybe like overnight, then the following day we would like to put, say, like fondant items, say snowflakes. There's a cake I've done on Sophia not Sophia, was it Elsa? Yes. I'm finding it tricky with lorries and all manner of cars still passing, from where I've parked. So that's why I'm closing the window. All right. So there is an Elsa cake I had done, and I've done several Elsa cakes or Pristine frosted cakes, and then I would also add on fondant items. So we would refrigerate them so that the firmness or the cream is firm, or alternatively we can leave it outside, let the moisture from the cream evaporate a little bit, and that leaves the cream a bit firm, so that now when you put on your fondant items, they don't easily melt from the moisture of the cream. Now the other thing you need to do is it's becoming too hot apparently. So the other thing you need to look out for is the fondant items you intend to fix on your cake. You have to have prepared them way in advance. Allow them to firm up. Allow them, if you need to use gum paste, if you're going to use just normal fondant, at least add some CMC or Tylose powder, so that now it helps the fondant items to kind of firm up, a bit more. And then of course now you had already left your cream out or in the fridge to firm up a little and just lose out some moisture. So by the time you're attaching all these fondant items, you realize they don't easily melt. That's the trick. Another thing why we would, somebody else asked me about using, you said that every time you use an edible picture on your cream cakes, they always have this shiny effect as though it's a reflection, although like the colors want to melt away running of colors from the edible picture. Now for us, if we are using an edible print on a cake, what we do is we finish up with the entire, of course, filling, frosting, entire other decor stuff and stuff like that, and then we leave it to lose moisture in the fridge or at the countertop at room temperature to lose moisture. And then the following day or later, let's say it's the same day we finished in the morning and we let it stay at the counter or put it in the fridge, then maybe the cake is being picked late in the evening, or it's being delivered, later in the day, or whatever time it's going to be delivered. The point is, we let the cake stay out, and then at the point of delivery, or at the point where the client now is coming to pick up, that's when we fix the picture. And then when you fix, you have to fix lightly, not as though you're, smearing the picture on the cream, no. So you just place it carefully. First, if this is the cake and you've placed your edible picture on the cake, you start by removing expelling trapped air inside the picture. As you are placing it, you remove from the center. So you start dispensing air, expelling air, first from the center, moving outwards, and then now you seal up your edge just gently to attach on the cream. You can also just finish up with a border or piping border or some Smarties or something, some decoration around the picture to give it a frame. And that's it. And the cake will arrive, the picture will be as good as new even by the time it's arriving to the client's premises. And then, of course, now at that point, we take our pictures and stuff like that. What else? I don't know. I think I've answered everything. Okay, so I hope I've answered all your questions. Please do like this video, share it with as many bakers, as many friends, as many family members, even for those that are trying out this at home. Share it with as many people as possible. And if you have any question, comment, suggestion, anything, if you've learned something from this, I was about to say this movie, from this clip, please remember to comment in the section below, and I will surely get back. If you know me, you know I always answer all the questions in my comment section, so go ahead and post what you need to post. I will take time and respond, and watch that video. I would encourage you to watch the video I posted on how to whip a pristine cream. Yeah, and I think that's it for now. And just for the record, Skypex Supplies are not paying me a dime to say what I am saying, okay? Why I am saying this with so much passion is that this cream has worked for me for so long. I mean, I can even airbrush on cream. People generally know airbrushing goes well on, say, buttercream and fondant, okay? But I actually have airbrushed so many cakes on pristine cream. This cream has worked for me for so long. So when I see bakers struggle with getting the right consistency, it really, I get disturbed, because I feel, no, I have a solution here. I know how to go about this. This knowledge, these tips need to reach out to every other baker. So that is my motivation for posting this video. I want people to enjoy. I'm this kind of a person. When I find something that works, I want to pass it to as many people as possible. And I want people to enjoy with ease. If something works, then they need to know how it works, so that, you enjoy even that baking, that decorating, you enjoy what God has put in your heart to do, okay? So thank you so much for watching, and until next video, bye-bye.